It reminded me of the story in Matthew where Jesus was in the house and he was hard pressed because there were people all outside of the house, and these friends who had a friend on a mat, and they were trying to get to Jesus, so they just climbed up on the roof and they tore the roof off and they lured their friend in saying, listen, we know where to go, we know who's inside the house, we know what to do, we ain't taking no for an answer. In this season, you got to be so steadfast and you got to have this tenacity that you're not going to bow down to the enemy. You're not going to let sickness or disease or anything that's attacking your friends stand in the way. If you got to pull off the doggone roof, then pull it off. Whatever you got to do to get your friend and your family to Jesus, this is the time to do it. I believe they came to Jesus and they said to him, listen, your mama, your brother, and your sister are outside. And he said, well, who are my mama, my brother, and my sisters? But those that do the will of my Father, like those that just took the roof off the house. My God, today. It's one thing to try to send Jesus a message. Come on, somebody. It's one thing to try to send him a message. It's another thing to try to get to him yourself. Whole different ball game when you got to get to him yourself. So let's go back to Joshua 11, the 6th verse. It says, so we know we got all of these people, all of these things that are happening to you in life. All of these things are coming up against you. You're worried about your children, your grandchildren, your siblings, all of these things. What's going to happen, in society? What's going to happen in the government? You're worried about all of these things. And then the Lord said to Joshua, do not be afraid because of them. For tomorrow by this time, I'm going to hand over all of them slain. It's in your Bible. He said, I'm not just going to hand them over to you and say, get them, get that one. He says, I'm going to hand them over to you slain by the sword to Israel. And he says, and then this was what I want you to do with their horses. I want you to disable even their horses. I want you to disable their horses. He said, by tomorrow this time, don't be afraid, Joshua. So Joshua and all the people of war with him came against them suddenly. Now, I had to sit down when I read this one. I was like, oh my God. Because see, if you remember, it had them surrounded, except for on the east side. Had them surrounded on the north, the south, and the west.